What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to the Build the Zaku. This episode being, let's build a little head. Alright, so I know I've been a little late on putting this out, and I've actually been collecting stuff to do this because, well, I decided to go a little bit further than I needed to on it. That being said, we're going to be adding some lights, and we're even going to be painting this sucker. So expect a long series of videos on this. I've pretty much put everything to the side. First off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding some LEDs to the eye. Now on this, what we have is a, I guess you'd call it a nano LED. This is just micro. It's about 1 millimeter, if even that in size. Got myself a little test battery here. Make sure we get that set up right. Now I decided to go with an orange color, as you can see, instead of red or blue or something like that, because I haven't quite determined the color scheme that I'm going to be going with. And for this, what we've done is we have drilled out a hole in here, just about the same size as the LED. We're going to end up mounting that in there. And this is going to be the end result. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to use a drop of glue and then a little zip kicker to get it to hold in place. All right, boys and girls, and there we are. Now I did do just a little kicker with the glue, and then I put another drop of glue on top of that, and I used the baking soda and glue just to solidify it in there so it didn't end up going anywhere. I think this will look very good once these sides are blacked out and the only place you're getting any light coming from is the mono eye itself. Alright guys, so sometimes things like this look simple, but it actually takes some planning. That way you don't end up getting something through and it doesn't fit. You have to take everything all apart. So what I've done is I've cut out a notch here to make room for the wire and the diode, because it is going to be running through there. Next on here, we actually widen this out to make room for the diode. We're just going to feed through the wires. And it's actually a resistor, not a diode. We're going to feed that through. On the opposite side here, I have drilled out a hole in the bottom for the wire. So we're going to put this together just as you would if you were normally building it. Just like so. We're going to slip everything through. Put this together just as if we were normally building it. You do want to be gentle with this wire. It is thin, but it is pretty resilient. And as you can see, we have the mono eye on the peg. And it still fully works. Now you don't want to do that too much with it, because eventually that wire will end up snapping if you're constantly moving it back and forth. Next we'll put on this piece and this piece. I do still need to sand this to get rid of the seam mark. We are nowhere near done on this, just kind of piecing it together and then also seeing where we're going to end up putting the metal bits that are going to go onto the head. Starting to look like a mono eye. Now first up, I've already pre-done one of these sides. What there is in the core, you have a stiff wire, then a spring, then your metal bits. Now one of the things I will recommend is definitely cut this long. When you're doing everything, it is better for it to be long than it is to be too short. One of the things we ended up having to do is drill out the holes in here to make room for the spring. You do want to be cautious. You don't want to pop these and send pieces going flying everywhere. And this doesn't look bad, but it does still need a little finagling. Once it's glued into place, we can kind of bend around this wire and get it to where we want it. And how we ended up achieving that is you just want to take and cut this off flush with this piece right in the center. Right there, we just want to drill our hole and our metal wire is going to poke right through there. Next up, you want to take a piece of metal wire about the same size. Like I said, you want to make it a little bit longer than it needs to be. Next up, we're just going to slide this in. Grab our metal spring, slide it on, trim off the metal spring. Next up, we're going to add our conduit beads. And I may end up adding one more to each side. I am not sure yet. Next up, grab this. Slide that on. Slide that on. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I am going to grab the piece that goes over the back here. And I am going to pop that on now. And that is just to secure that so it doesn't go anywhere. All right, there we have it on there. We still have to do some manipulation on there, get it to look a little more natural, but at least things aren't falling off yet. Add on the nose guard, add on the top plate, add on the horn. There we go with that. So I still have some seams to clean up. Now these little sections that are in here, I am actually going to probably cut those out, and I'm going to put wire mesh in there just for some added detail. When we come up back in the next video, I will show you how to do that. And this is what it's going to look like. Once I get that blacked out inside, that is going to look a hell of a lot better. But there you go. One lit up mono eye with some metal parts. We're going to add some mesh to that grill right up there and some other stuff, but we will do that in another video. And then we're going to get all primed up and we're going to start painting on this sucker. Let me know down in the comments below, because I'm kind of thinking of a white and blue scheme for this instead of red. But if you guys think that it'd look better in red, let me know. Give me some ideas down in the description. And yeah, so until next time, YouTube, I will see you in the next video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I put up a new video. And yeah, till next time, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.